Hello children, once again welcome back to English class. Today we will learn poem The Grass is Really Like Me, written by Kishwar Nahid. In last class also we learned lesson about women, right? Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. So even today also this poem is also based on the lifestyle of women in the society. And the poet's name is Kishwar Nahid. She has written this poem, and even she want to compare herself with the grass, the life of grass, how the life of grass will be and how her life will grow. That and all she wanted to compare, and in this poem she has compared the lifestyle of grass with her. The grass is also like me. First, the poem name is The Grass is Really Like Me. The grass is really like me. Me refers to whom? The poet. Who is that? Kishwar Nahid. Here in the first line is also like this. The grass is also like me. So she is comparing her life to grass. It has to unfurl underfoot to fulfill itself. But what does its wetness manifest? A scorching sense of shame or the heat of emotion. So first stanza says like this. She is expressing that, so the grass, how the grass will grow. It has and where it should be. Always the grass should be under our foot. Right? Whenever we walk, if you find any grass is growing there, what will you do? Will you take it into your hands and keep it in your bag? No, we will trample over that, we will walk over that. Right? That is the condition of a grass. No one will take care of it. No one give importance to the growth of the grass. Always it should be under our foot. No one will take care of it. That's what he is telling. It has to unfurl. Means if it want to grow also, if it unfurl means what? Open it like this. That also should be under our foot. That's what the writer, the poetess is telling like this. And if to fulfill itself, even it wants to fulfill her desire, if it wants to show her progress, but it will not be possible, because always the man dominated society always tries to trample the grass, or in the same way the women in the society. That's why she is comparing herself to grass. But what does its wetness manifest? Wetness here means what? Actually she is comparing the wetness of grass with her tears. Wetness of grass means what? Sometimes whenever it rains, the small water drops will be there on the grass. Have you seen? It looks so beautiful, right? So same, what it reveals. So she is comparing her tears with the wetness of the grass. What it manifests. She is comparing, she is telling whether it is a scorching sense of shame. It is like a humiliation. Underline that phrase, a scorching sense of shame. It is like a humiliation happened to her. Whenever she tries to show her progress, but immediately it will be, here she will be trampled by the dominating society. Men dominating society. That's what she is telling. Are the heat of emotion. Heat of emotion means if she will be disturbed. Means the society will not allow her to grow, will not allow her to show her progress. Okay. Always she needs to be under the foot of men. That's what in the first stanza. So she is comparing herself, grass, the growth of grass. And second stanza, if you see, the grass, again she started with the same line. The grass is also like me, same line. So in the first line and the second stanza first line, so two lines we can find similar. The grass is also like me. The grass is also like me. Even the title of the poem, the grass is really like me. So she's showing the similarities between herself and the grass. And next, in what way she wanted to compare, let us see. The grass is also like me as soon as it can raise its head. The lawnmower, obsessed with flattening it into velvet, mows it down again. Again, it means that lawnmowers. What is that? The instrument, the machine which is used to cut the grass. In the parks, you might have seen the workers will be taking these lawnmowers and taking over the grass. And whenever they find that the grass is growing little bit higher, they will try to cut it down. They wanted to make it soft. That's what he is telling. Flattening it into velvet. They don't want to see the growth of the grass. In the same way, she is comparing like this. So the society doesn't want to see the growth or the progress of the women. So here lawnmowers, it means that it is not like a mission. It is compared to the people who don't believe in the progress of the woman. That's what, the equality of the women. That the government, even sometimes the government wants to give the equality, equal rights to women, but it will not be put it in the practice. So that's what in the second stanza. The grass is also like me. As soon as it can raise its head, the lawnmower, obsessed with flattening it into velvet, moves it down again. So in the same way, whenever the grass tries to grow, immediately the workers will come with the lawnmowers and try to cut it down and make it flat. They never allow the grass to grow higher. In the same way, the society never allow women to grow higher or to show her progress. They don't want to see women becoming prosperous. So that's what she experienced in her lives. So she wanted to tell us. That is the two stanzas. Next, go to the next page, that is third stanza. Page number 18. How you strive and endeavor to level women down to, but neither the earth's nor women's desire to manifest life dies. Take my advice. The idea of making a footpath was a good one. See how you strive and endeavor. It means that the poet says to the society. That is, we can take here the men. How much ever the men try to put them down, but that's what in third line if you say, but neither the earth's nor women's desire to manifest life dies. How the earth always grows. It never stops showing her glory. Right? We can't stop earth to show her glory. In the same way, no one can stop the progress of a woman in the society. The desire to manifest, it never get dried up. We cannot stop it. We cannot stop the growth of women in the society. So that's why she's giving the advice. Take my advice. The idea of making a footpath was a good one. So we need to be a role model. We should not be stopping in our problems. So we have to again and again, when we are getting down, again and again we have to grow up. We should not stop there itself. We should move forward, removing the obstacles that comes in our lives. So here, that is the third stanza. So no, however, you strive and endeavor to level women down to, how much ever they try to to put them down, but they never stops growing. They keep on grows. Those who cannot bear the scorching defeat of their courage are grafted onto the earth. What is this scorching defeat? Underline, that is also one phrase. Scorching defeat. Various forms of trials. Various forms of torture that was given to the woman. That the woman will be undergoing that many different types of tortures given by men in the society. So those who cannot bear the scorching defeat of their courage are grafted onto the earth. It means that if the woman is not in a position to face the troubles, then if she has no courage to face the troubles, then she will be cut down and she will be grafted onto the earth. She will be like that only. She cannot grow in her life. She will be in the same situation like in ancient days, women never allowed to study, to go to school. So we know so many problems the women were facing in our society, ancient days. But thank God for social reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Jyotiba Phule. They done so many things for the sake of women. Child marriages, widow marriages, so many things they face. But nowadays, of course, we can see so much of growth in women. That's what happening in the. But if they might have sit like that, then they never see the future. That's what. If those who cannot bear the scorching defeat, means if they can't bear the torture, so they will be in the same situation. They cannot be successful. So they should raise their heads. They should raise their heads. Then only they can go to their next level and they can see the success. They have to fight against the injustice. That's what the writer, the poet is telling. They have to fight against the injustice that happens in her life. That's how they make way for the mighty. If they have allowed the defeat, the scorching defeat, if they have allowed like that, then what will happen? The another people, the mighty ones, they will get success. And these people who are allowing the scorching defeat in her life, they will be like that. They cannot grow. But are merely straw, not grass. That is not like a grass, it is like a straw. Have you seen what is the use of straw? Just one time you will use it and throw it. Again, we will never use it. It will be like that. If you don't have the courage to face the problems and if you don't have the courage to fight against injustice, then you will be like a straw. But not grass. The grass is really like me. The grass always will try to grow. How much ever you try to cut it down, but again it will grow. So, these are the similarities that the poetess want to show us. At last, even she is concluding the poem by using the same sentence, the grass is really like me. Okay, we should not, if you don't, that's what in the last stanza telling, if you don't have the courage to fight against injustice, then the mighty ones who are in the good strength, so they will be getting the victories. And the women have to face the defeat. So it should not, she is encouraging the women, so be like grass, how it will grow. She is comparing herself to the grass. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Next class, I will give you the class work. Thank you.